Well, today, like I did promise, we'll be having a very good interview with some special guys right here in the studio with me. And basically, we'll be talking about activities of climate change, what has been the effect so far in Nigeria, Lagos in particular. And of course, there is a group of young minds gathered together to see that the society becomes livable for people and sustainable. Well, what exactly have they come up with? They call themselves 350 Nigeria. What does that mean? Is it that it's a coalition of 350 young Nigerians, or what exactly? Well, welcome with me right here in the studio, the team leader of the 350 Nigeria, that's Zaid Shopeju. You're welcome to the program.
Good morning, thank you.
Okay, and of course I've got the media director, that's Babatunde Ogunsugba. Welcome to the program.
Good morning.
Well, we've got some other guys right here in the studio, but they are definitely behind the mic. George is in here actually doing his thing, and my very self, Tayo Eligbede. Now, basically, let's talk about the 350 Nigeria. What's it about 350 Nigeria?
Well, 350 Nigeria is a coalition of youths that come together to raise awareness about climate change. Okay. These are youth leaders that has their own initiative, but coming together to synergize and to reach the people with information that will save life, just like you have rightly said. And it's a global movement that was started some couple of years back in the United States by some university students, 6 university students, and a leading author on environment. And here in Nigeria, we're trying to synergize. We're going to build a movement that will engage the government, sensitize the people, and find a way to save our planet, our beloved world, from extinction. So that's what 350 is all about.
So what has been the success and the activity so far?
Well, since 2009, 350 Nigeria have been organizing activities in different parts of the country. In 2009, some people organized football competition to celebrate the 350 World of Global Climate Day. That's in October 2009. In 2010, during the World Global Day of Work, some set of people to organize different activities all around the country. Some in Abuja, some in Lagos, some in Ibadan, some in some other part of the country. They did something very wonderful. Even one of the members of 350, Adetunwashi Ajenle, created the largest painting in the world that won the Guinness Book of Records.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, to actually sensitize people about climate change. And this year we're planning to do something even more massive. This time around, we want to take action, okay, not just words.
Now, so what has been the effects of the global climate change in Lagos in particular?
If to say the effect of the climate change, as in Nigeria, specifically, let me say Lagos, okay, it's like the ratio of like 90% for now. Because if you want to talk about the flood that we just experienced not quite long in Lagos, you know, we're talking about the proper drainage. We're talking about the sea rising. We're talking about things that the people out there don't know, as in the layman, you know, what they don't know that is really going on. We're talking about you know, the things that the fossil fuel cause. You know, we're talking about what are the things that we can do to curb this thing, but we're not looking at our state, which is Lagos State. To start from Lagos State, you know, the 350 program is going to be all over this country at that very action day.
Okay,
you know,
okay, we'll talk about that, but let's do major on Lagos State. Now, you did say that a couple of stores are actually responsible or effect of the climate change that has already been felt in Lagos. So you have a sea rising, you have the flood which happened a couple of weeks back, and some other issues which most people are not aware of. Now, what has been the government response to all of these challenges so far?
Yeah, so the government response to this challenge in Lagos State as like high a little bit, but not to what we want, okay, not what we satisfy, not what we provide our tomorrow for us. Okay. What we were saying is that we want in a situation whereby everybody in Lagos State, we know what climate change is all about. We're talking about things that really affecting our tomorrow. We're talking about my kid, talking about your kids. I'm not yet married, but I'm looking at a situation whereby my grandchild will see me and will thank me that thank you for saving the future for us. Because we're looking at the government are doing their best, but their best is not yet known. Because we are looking at the flood, looking at what the kind of life, I mean the number of life that we just lost in Lagos State, looking at the proper drainage channel in the country. So if we are to look at it from that angle, that means we are going to say that we are not doing anything at all. Then I was just like, that's it.
Okay, over to you, Zaid.
In addition to what Tunde have rightly said, the government have not done enough. To us, we feel that what they are doing is just a cosmetic service, a lip service to the actual thing. Nigeria as a whole, we don't have a binding law, a contingency plan for climate crisis.
Okay.
I remember that during the bombing by Farouk, the aborted bombing by the terrorist guy, Mutalab, yeah. The US government told Nigerian government to pass the terrorist bill into law, and within a couple of months that was done. I was pretty surprised. But the climate bill has been on the table of the National Assembly for a couple of years and nothing has been done about it. So it shows that our government is not responsive, or let me say they lack the vision to see what the future holds for us if we continue to live in this unsustainable way of life. Lagos State, we have the best infrastructure any place, anywhere in Nigeria. But when you look at our sewage system, they are really, really poor. They cannot handle the inflows of water that comes in during the rainy season. Yeah. Also, our sewage lines are not well protected against sea level rise. If you are looking at the places like Ajah today, Lekki, part of Victoria Island, Koshofe, and other parts that are very close to the water, they are susceptible to sea level rise in the nearest future. We are looking at 20 to 50 years. This place will be fully extinct. Wow. So this is a matter of survival for everybody. It's a matter of it's my business, it's your business. Exactly, everybody needs to do that. So we feel that this is a time to act, and we have to act fast.
So what exactly is the 350 Nigeria doing about this whole issue? Any action plan for you guys to see a way of sanitizing the whole environment about climate change issue, to see a way of how we can get things done in its right way so we can secure and save the environment?
Well, we have set up some set of programs for this year's action. Okay. And we plan to do it in phases. Next week, starting from Monday, we'll be going to some schools on the island to actually carry out some workshops to sensitize these youth about what climate change is all about. And it goes beyond just sensitizing them. Some of them will be taught how to be environmentally conscious, where they can tell their parents, no, mom, what you are doing is not good. This plastic bag, don't throw it into the Bogota, don't let us dump our refuse into the sewage system. You know, something like that. You can say it's little steps, but towards a greater impact. Yeah. Also, we are looking at mobilizing people, normal people, Okada riders, vegetable sellers, tomato sellers, into the street. We want to march from Maryland bus stop to Alausa on Thursday to demand from our government that we need a sustainable alternative mode of transportation. People want to go to the office riding bicycles. One, it is more cheaper. Two, it is healthier for us. But it is only someone that is insane that want to ride a bicycle on Third Mainland Bridge. So we need a safe line or a lane that will remain only for people that are using this sustainable way of transportation. And you know, we need to encourage that as well. So that's one of the things we are planning to do next week.
Okay. Do you want to add more to that?
Yeah, I want to talk about the bicycle.
Okay, go ahead. I think I'm also interested in that because I was thinking about it. That why can't we have another China? Okay, why can't Nigeria just become like all of this country where you have people using bicycle and it doesn't cause all of this exhume in the society and gives a whole healthy society.
To be serious, to be sincere with ourselves, I don't think I want to ride bicycle on Tommy Bridge. But what we were working on as 360, what we are working on is like, we want in a situation whereby our government will provide adequate provision for us. You know, you can imagine if we have lines for bicycle, like the one for BRT, if they provide it for bicycle, if they provide another one for bicycle, you know, I can ride from Maryland to VI. One, it's not that maybe I'm going to, it's not that it's going to stop there, it's not that it's going to stop because of my transport money, but it's going to help me in my health wise.
Exactly.
You know, where if you a lot of calories you are going to burn if
exactly.
you use bicycle from that kind of Maryland down to VI. You know the kind of calorie you're going to burn. Not only calorie, we're talking about the fossil fuel that we burn. You know, we want to maximize it. We want in a situation whereby our government will provide a law that will back the other. Okay, we have actually, we know that Lagos State is industrial place, and cities, and we have a lot of industry going on, you know, and the burn fuel, as in the smoke that flow into the air every day is something that you don't want to talk about. You don't even want to imagine. But we're looking at, can't we find another alternative for that? Can't we look for, okay, instead of us using bus here and there, car here and there, can't we use something that will make our life good and that will provide our tomorrow for us? Then if you look at from the car, then we're looking at the, like Zaid, the thing that I just said now about the drainage system. You know, we're looking at, okay, a kid will come home and will tell his or her mom that, okay, mommy, you don't do this. If you do this is what is going to cause us. This is what is going to cost me, because you're old already. But me, I'm living soon. I'm young. I'm still young. I still want to enjoy my tomorrow. You know, you can imagine the kind of mentality that kind of child will have. And at the end of the day, this thing is not that maybe the kid just wants to talk. You know, after the whole thing, you're just like, okay, I want to be an environmentalist. You know, it's not just because it's going there for the sake of working there only, but it's going there to save tomorrow. It's going there to save the country from
disaster, environmental disaster.
This disaster is very, very low to what I've never imagined where tsunami happened. So that's what we're working towards.
Okay, now just a quick rundown of the activities. The 350 climate leaders in Lagos will mobilize other youths, ordinary people, celebrities, clergymen to join the global movement that's in moving the planet through mass awareness campaigns, bicycles and silt rallies, climate change workshops in about 40 secondary schools in Lagos State, and make strong political demands at the Lagos State House of Assembly and the Lagos Governor's Office at Alausa in Ikeja. Well, the event is aimed at raising public awareness of sea level rise, flooding, and the present unsustainable mode of transportation, which is a threat to our very survival caused by fossil fuel and climate change. Well, the event is a week-long program, just like they did rightly say. Now, for Lagos Island, they will be having a climate change workshop in about 15 schools. Am I right? That's on the 19th of September, which is Monday. This Monday. Where's the meeting point? Okay, let me say, this is going to be like in secondary schools. Are you inviting other people to come around?
For the secondary schools, we have already invited some facilitators to handle that. So, but the ones that we are inviting the masses to come in are the ones for the march. Because that day, because we have to target people that can make things happen. So that day we are targeting the government who can make laws, who can implement laws that will change our life, that will save the planet. So we are calling on the Okada riders, the market women to join us from Maryland. We are going to walk all the way to Alausa and make the demand from our listening governor. We know he is a passionate person about the environment, but also, you know, sometimes you need the right information to take the right decision. So what we are going to do that day is to push for policies that will change the way we live our lives.
Now, the mass rally on bicycles, spring sealed, skates, legs, and other sustainable modes of transportation will be from Maryland to the governor's office, as you rightly said, and that's going to be on the 22nd.
On Thursday.
That's on Thursday. What time exactly?
Everybody is converging by 9 in the morning. 9
a.m.
Yeah, we're moving out by 9 a.m.
Okay. So this will be so interesting because I just want to see another movement all the way from Maryland down to the Lagos State House of Assembly. Okay, we go on the short break, and when we come back, we just give a final insight. But do not forget, if you're listening out there and you like to talk to this young man right here and talk about the effect of climate change, or you want to inquire more about this whole activity, the number for you to call is 018903705. That's 018903705, or you can as well send your SMS to 0808-1109438. That's 0808-1109438. For your voice call, it's 018903705. We'll be right back on the Climate Change Talk right here.